the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UConn Huskies offense will have the football first. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they... Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Flowers. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. UConn quick to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fareed. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, 1st and goal at the 1. Quarterback looks for a little space. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. He goes hard left off the upright, but it'll count and squirt through for the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the UCLA Bruins offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there.
And 1st down for the offense.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to run for it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Extra point here will tie the game.
For the extra point.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
With the catch, it's Fareed. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Fareed. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The short hands, it's Flowers. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Flowers. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Fareed. Really nice job to get him past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Wants to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Caught near the sticks. It's Fareed. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Snagged in the middle, it's Porter. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Making side adjustments here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bruins buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, the ground game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. The screen, he's got wheels. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
To the air on second down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Bruins have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a... Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Fareed. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Catch in the middle, it's Fareed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Here we go.
He wants to throw it again. Grab near the marker, it's Watson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. UConn quick to the line.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab, it's Watson. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down.
Here we go. First down for the offense.
Leaves it with the back. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Give him 6. Touchdown, Huskies. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Ohio. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna sling it on second down. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Looking for more room.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown UCLA. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, adds the lead for his team. We've still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he's wrapped up. Solid return on the pick. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Carter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Coming up, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the tackle, but they'll move the chains, and it's a first down for UConn. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, UConn. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
The AT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Over the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To the ground with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
UCLA 38, UConn 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He'll set up to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. And he'll be brought down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Harper. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Watson. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Looking to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Flowers. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. UConn quick to the line. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Had to get rid of it quickly. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Find some fresh air. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, then let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.